Hi guys! So today's video is my June favorites, and for me, favorites videos are just where I talk about all the random stuff that I really liked this month. Because my channel is primarily focused on books, I intend for these videos to not necessarily just be about books, but it just so happens that a lot of my favorite things this month have to do with books, and the first being, if you notice, there are now 4 bookshelves instead of 3. If you guys are interested, if you like these bookshelves, they do come in a variety of colors. You do have to put them together yourself, but you can have them mailed directly to you, and I got them from Walmart. They're like, I think like around $35, and then after shipping and tax was like $40 for each shelf. So we had the first 3, and then I just had this like giant pile of books accumulating next to the last bookshelf. So we kind of finally decided we should just probably get another one. I'll do an updated bookshelf tour for you guys this upcoming month because I'm really excited to show you my bookshelves. And right now you don't really get to see a ton of them, but they go up. There's 5 shelves on each bookshelf and they're quite big. I'm just gonna have to like hold it with my wallet because I need to stop buying books. I don't have any room left. Anyway, the next favorite thing from this month is something I've mentioned on my channel before. It's also sort of book related in that it was based on a comic book series and I've talked about it before, and that would be the video game Wolf Among Us. Wolf Among Us is a Telltale game, which a lot of times Telltale games, they're not your typical video games where you have combinations of moves like in fighting games, or they're not like RPGs where you're like running around everywhere, open world type thing. They're very set, and they're really honestly more like a TV show where there are different seasons, or not seasons, but like different episodes, and the dialogue choices you make in the first episode affect the second, the third, and the fourth. And this story is based off of the Fables comics that I've talked about before also, which follow Bigby, which is like the big bad wolf, and Snow from Snow White. And they're people who are from fairy tales, glamored to look like humans, living in New York City. And Bigby is the sheriff. And he basically is like the only law enforcement in what's called Fabletown. And this game is supposed to precede the comics where somebody has been murdered and you're trying to figure out who. It's sort of a murder mystery. Not really though. It's got like a really good mix of gritty crime stuff, but also fairy tale stuff. Because of the format of the game, where the decisions you make early on affect later, you can replay this game a bunch. This was the 3rd playthrough that my husband and I did, and this time around we just like were total jerks to everybody and made really poor decisions, and it was tons of fun. The next thing that I have been loving this month, and I have been getting like every day almost, are these little stupid things called cake pops from Starbucks. I'm not a Starbucks person because I don't drink coffee. I'm not like against coffee, I just don't drink it. But my husband likes coffee a lot, and there was one day where we had some time between stuff that we were doing, and I was like, oh, you want to go get a cup of coffee? And he was like, sure. So we went in, and we have gift cards because for like some reason, all of my students around Christmas time got me Starbucks gift cards, like a lot of them. So I had like, I don't know, like $100 worth of gift cards from Starbucks, and I don't drink coffee, so we've just slowly been burning these gift cards. And I figured like, I'll get something, and I was like, I'll try that little pirate cake pop, and it was so delicious. First, I know that cake pops are not like a Starbucks original thing. For those of you that have no idea what cake pops are, they're like lollipops, but they're little like things of cake instead of sugary, you know, whatever lollipops are. The one that I get is either the birthday cake flavor or the pirate cake pop, which the pirate one is the cake flavor. It's just, it just looks like a little pirate. And then they have like a cookie dough one and like just a chocolate one and stuff. They're super delicious. You guys have to try them. The next thing that I want to mention to you guys, this is the first time I've ever tried audiobooks. And I've been listening to the second Mistborn book on audiobook, and it's been amazing. I hate when I'm not able to multitask. I love doing multiple things at once. And I finally was like, I'm gonna try out audiobooks because I drive a lot for my job, and I figured on the drive I could be also reading a book. And I decided to go with the second Mistborn book because when I was figuring a book that I wanted to try out, The narrator for that book has the coolest voice, and he does a bunch of different voices for the different characters, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with this one. And I've been loving it. I can't give any opinions about any other audiobooks because it's the only one I've listened to so far. And I also can't really say a particular platform yet that I like for audiobooks. I'm doing the free trial of Audible, but I've heard of something else that I'd like to try out. So when I know more about it, I'll give you guys more information about it. But right now, if you're hesitant about audiobooks, because I certainly was, I thought like, oh, I'm not going to be able to focus and I won't really be able to absorb it all. You should try it out, especially if you drive a lot. It's awesome. The last thing I want to talk about is kind of silly, but it's honestly, it's like been a favorite thing of mine this month, and that's the store Ross. I don't know if you guys have Rosses where you live, but they're essentially like a discount store that has clothing and like home stuff and shoes and just a bunch of random things. But recently, I've been having kind of an obsession with writing journals, and I use them a lot. I love to plan things. I love to try and like plan out like a reading schedule or my to-do list for the day or the week or whatever. I'm always like planning stuff, or if I get stuff, whatever. It doesn't matter why I use them. I just like writing journals, and a lot of you like writing journals, I'm sure. And I've gotten so many good ones from Ross recently. My husband was like, do you really need all of these? And I was like, well, they're so cheap though. But I got this one. It just says, follow your dreams. They know the way. It's kind of cheesy, but I liked the way it looked. And I liked that it was spiral, and it was $2.99. Also, I got this little cutesy purple one, which is floppy, which is nice. I like having a floppy one to just like throw in my bag or whatever. And then I also got this one, matches my home decor. But anyway, if you guys like journals, I highly recommend trying Ross or any of those like home goods stores and stuff, because they're so much cheaper than you would get them at like Barnes & Noble. Another reason I have been loving Ross lately is because ever since my husband and I went to Iceland this last April, which if you guys want to see footage from our Iceland trip, I do have some videos. I'll link them down below on like a separate channel. But anyway, I have been looking for some photo albums that we could put all of our pictures in. And photo albums are hard to come by now because everything is digital. They're like scrapbooks, so it's hard to just find regular photo albums, but Ross has photo albums too. So I got this giant one. It's got a little bow on the side, and I like photo albums that I can like leave out and it looks like it's meant to be out. It looks like it's decoration. This one has like, it fit like 300 pictures in it and stuff. And I got another one that matched it, a smaller one, because this one's not filled yet, but I have even more pictures to add. We took so many. It has the same little bow on the side and everything. And then, ironically, the one that we bought, the travel one, the one that we haven't filled yet, but we're going to fill this with different travel stuff. But this one, you can see it's got like a map on the back, or like in the background and stuff behind the font. And they were all super cheap. This was only $5. The other ones, I think the other small one was also, yeah, $4.99 for this. And then the big one was $5.99. So this is only like $1 more. So cheap. And then my dad, for his birthday's coming up, he's like, I want you to buy me, when I showed him these, he's like, you buy me a photo album for my birthday. And I was like, all right. So I got him one with like a family tree on it. If I had it with me, I'd show you guys. But if you're looking for photo albums, because we looked at Target, Walmart, Michael's, we looked at all these different places and just couldn't really find any. So if you guys are looking for nice, cute photo albums, I highly recommend Ross. Ross is awesome and it's super cheap. Anyway, that's it though for all the things that I've been loving this month. If you guys have favorites videos, go ahead and leave those in the comment section down below, because I'd love to know what favorite things you've had also this month. Or if you don't have a channel, just let me know. Other great stuff, food, fashion, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you've liked this month, let me know down below. As always, if you guys liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos, and check out some of my videos right over here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.